Luis Figo, the 2000 Ballon d'Or winner, he proved his qualities in Portugal, Spain and Italy, as well as with his national team, where he narrowly missed out on a winner's medal at Euro 2004. But what happens if you move him to England's 6th tier on Football Manager 2007? Let's find out. And he'll be swapping the San Siro for Priory Lane, a stadium which seats just 600 fans. But I'm sure those in attendance are going to enjoy what they see. Despite now being 33 years old, Figo is still an exceptional player. His dribbling, crossing and passing are world class. He may be losing some of that explosive speed he had earlier in his career, but at this level, I think he will thrive using his brain. The team around him has some quality. Lee Hook in goal is amongst the better keepers in the division. The central defenders in front of him do lack experience though, so he'll need to be at his best. In reality, Eastbourne would finish the season in 7th place, just missing out on the playoffs by 4 points. They seem to struggle in front of goal, scoring just 58 times during the entire campaign. With the addition of the Portuguese, that should improve dramatically. We're going to play on the front foot with an aggressive 4-4-2. Figo will be deployed on his natural right side. He's been encouraged to dribble the ball, cross into the 2 strikers, and shoot as much as possible. Being a world-class set-piece taker, he's also going to be in charge of free kicks, corners and penalties. I'm very intrigued to what impact he can have here, not only in front of goal, but also as a creative force. Let's move through the season and see what happens. We didn't have to wait long for Figo to have an impact in front of goal. In his second game, he'd score a brace, this time on the rebound. In the following game, Eastbourne made the away trip to Eastleigh. Figo finds space on the edge of the box and absolutely hammers the ball home. Embarrassingly, the game would end 6-3 to their rivals. 7 games in, and things are going reasonably well. So far we've averaged nearly 3 goals a game. Out of the total 19 goals, already the Portuguese has contributed 12. Defensively, Eastbourne are porous. To have any chance of automatic promotion, that's going to need to improve. With early eliminations in all of the cup competitions, Eastbourne could focus on the league. Against Salisbury, Figo found the back of the net late. That ensured another 3 points. At Real Madrid, Figo was often not down the pecking order for set pieces, but here at Eastbourne he's number 1. Once again, his 2 goals were decisive, as Basingstoke would fall 4-2. With just over half the season gone, Eastbourne have stretched a little lead at the top of the table. In the reverse fixture against Cambridge City, he'd register a hat-trick of assists. The second of these was memorable, as he breaks down the right wing before finding another perfect cross. Those 3 assists, all provided to Scott Ramsey, would win another game. His final goal of the year would come against Welling. A simple flick on, and he's not going to miss from there. This ended up being their final victory of the season. In the remaining 4 games, Eastbourne would register just 2 points. But how did Figo perform over the entire year? In all, he managed 37 league appearances, registering 45 goals and assists. Some of his crossing over the course of the season was sublime, and created endless opportunities for his teammates. In total, he converted more than 25% of his shots. Having missed a few games with suspension and injury, the team suffered in his absence. With Figo on the field, they won 56% of their games. Without him, it was below 40. Whilst Figo could only finish 5th in the Golden Boot race, he did register the most assists in the Conference South over the season. But where did Eastbourne place? As mentioned earlier, in reality they finished 7th, just outside the playoffs. With Lewis, they've earned promotion as champions. With the superstar, they've registered 14 more points, scoring 20 more goals. Not only was he important in front of goal, but as a creator he was incredibly effective at this level. In a team of Galacticos, Figo proved just how good a footballer he was. Here on England's south coast, at a slightly lower level, he showed again just why he was one of the best players of his generation.